to another Killen Trucking Co tutorial. This one's on your daily checks. First thing you need to make sure is that you have the right vehicle details and trailer details. If you need to change them, you can just scroll through like so. Or if you want, you can just chuck the fleet number in. Make sure that your trailer starts with a T. There, if you're running double or road train, you've got the ability to put 3 separate trailers in here. So we'll go into our daily checks. Make sure the daily bit is highlighted here. Start your pre-start. 21 questions in total. The NHVR label is generally on the right hand side of the truck, down near the driver's door. The service sticker is not always on the windscreen. If you don't have a service sticker on the windscreen, that is okay. All the trucks kilometres are tracked, so we are aware when they are due for a service. Obviously, number plates, making sure that they are not loose. Triangles are generally on the left hand side under the passenger seat, or they can be in the right hand stowaway box just behind the driver's door. Much of these questions are all self-explanatory. It's just make sure you haven't got frayed seatbelts and that they retract nicely. Checking your engine levels before you start the truck initially at the start of the day. Check your coolant. Some of the trucks, the coolant bottles are stained, so it may pay to have a look inside the cap. So we just ask that you actually undo the cap on the overflow bottle and just have a quick look inside and make sure that the coolant level is the same as what it looks like on the side. Checking for any leaks, have a look underneath the truck. Generally, as this is the first thing in the morning, you'll see a puddle under the ground. Sometimes it is hard to see stuff if it's parked on gravel. Checking all your lights, reflectors, brake lights. Just pull the handpiece on and just walk to the back. Make sure that all your trailers and truck have brake lights. The warning devices, obviously you'll know in the mornings when you first hit the key, you'll hear those warning devices. The gauges will do a sweep, and your reverse alarm as well. Make sure that works. Checking mud guards, make sure your guard poles are tight and that they're not loose. Checking your tread, make sure you give all your tyres a quick hit as you're walking around the vehicle. Have a bit of a look, check the tread. You will notice some of the trailers we do see a bit of scalloping on the tyres. As long as there's still tread there, we're happy with that. As always, you can put a fail through and drop a fault report through, which will come through to the workshop. Just make sure that everything seems tight. Wheel nuts, if you're not sure about the wheel nuts being tight, if you start seeing a bit of a sort of a grey black paste coming from the wheel nuts, that's a good indication that the wheel nuts are loose. So just keep an eye on that. Visually have a look through your airbags and your suspension and just make sure everything looks good, no cracks that you can see with your eye. Give the air tanks a quick drain. Pull on the cables, usually located underneath the fuel tanks on either side. Wipers and washers, give them a quick wash in the morning before you take off and just make sure that they're all working okay. Again, you can put a fault through if it's not. When you're starting the engine, it's important to watch the oil pressure, have a look at that and make sure that comes up. It will always be a little bit high first thing in the morning. Wait for the air pressure to build up. If you have an air leak, generally overnight, the air buzzer alarm will go off, and once the air buzzer alarm goes off, generally that's a pretty good indication that everything's okay. Just have a quick look around your gauges and make sure it's all tickety-boo. Make sure your trailer couplings are on correctly. We've had a few instances where they haven't been plugged in properly. Just make sure that the Susie coils aren't stretched, and also that the 7-pin plug for your trailer lights, sometimes the plugs get broken. Make sure that they've got their retainer on there as well. See if you can hear any air leaks from the suspension or the airbags as you walk around once you've got your air built up. Give a tug test before you take off in the morning. You never know what someone's done overnight. before you take off is always good practice. And make sure you give the brakes a little bit of a tap as you're driving along, just to make sure that everything is working a-okay. Once you're happy and you think that the vehicle's safe to use in the limits, you just press pass, enter the speedo reading. The speedo reading is pretty important for us at the workshop, so it gives us a very accurate update of where the kilometres are. Even though the trackers do update, sometimes they do get a little bit out of whack, so it's good to see that the speedo reading gets done every day. This one's now for your trailers, only 11 questions. Check all your lights, make sure everything's okay, but you're going to do that while you do the truck. Number plates as well, check it all. Just bear in mind that you need to check everything as you're going along. Tyres, mud guards, again, the quarter guards can come loose sometimes and slide out, so just make sure they're nice and tight. Check for any obvious damage. Just have a quick look. Check on the rear doors of the fridge vans. They often do get hit. Make sure everything is hooked up. Make sure your taps are turned on, the guys with the B doubles. Checking for any air leaks or anything like that. And if you happen to be using the tipper, give the tipper a quick hit and see if it'll go up down. If you don't have the tipper, all you got to do is just go NA there. And the next one is if you don't have a second turntable. This one's pretty much for the B double guys, NA again. If you're tyring a taut liner, this one's NA, but just check that the fridge van, check that your motor starts and runs, and make sure your set point's right as well. That's a really important one. For the guys with the taut liners, that's not doesn't apply to you. It's an NA there. Again, check your brakes. Once you've done that, that's okay. Mileage not so important on the trailers, so you can just go through. Once you're finished, put your monocle on there, press submit, and don't worry about that. That's just come up because I didn't sync earlier on. But that is how to run through your Prestart.